Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are well. Today, I want to share with you something super interesting that I came across recently. It was just published a few days ago, April 15, and it's actually in the field of lending. So not specifically Uniswap and whatever, how to invest in Uniswap, but more the space of lending. Now, this is I find it super interesting because I think is a sort of a seminal case for making DeFi potentially useful for people. I'm sure you guys are familiar with a loan instrument like Compound and other platforms, Aave, right? So whereby you can take a loan, but this loan is actually limited to essentially the application of margin trading, whereby you take a loan, but you need to put 150 DAI as a collateral to take a loan worth 100 DAI, right? So the collateral is higher than what you borrow, and that's why these loans are called over collateralized loans. Now here we're talking about something slightly different, which is maybe is still over collateralized, but is not, doesn't imply that you need to have the money, right, to take out a loan. You can put an asset as a collateral. Think about it like a mortgage, right? You would, you want to buy a house, and therefore the bank will give you the money, will lend you the money to buy the house. Now the bank will be technically the owner of the house until you repay the loan, but in the meantime you can still use the house and you can use the asset. So now here what they did is something similar. So we're talking about the first loan that was issued by this RocketDAO, which is essentially a DAO who has in this mission to essentially issuing loans in exchange of a non-fungible token collateral. So what happened in this case? The people essentially, this person made an application, so went to the RocketDAO portal, he made a loan application. Now he stacked as a collateral a domain name in the Ethereum network, so the one ENS domain name. And if you are familiar with ENS, the naming system of the Ethereum blockchain, essentially, so you can, it has a value, it's a non-fungible token, and it has a value, there is an auction. And so he essentially put that as a collateral. So he transferred, he remained the controller of the name, but he transferred the register address to the RocketDAO. The application was approved and it was granted a loan. So I think it is a very interesting application because in terms of collateral, it can still be over collateralized the same way that a mortgage is over collateralized, right? So you take out you want to buy a house worth $300,000, an apartment, and they won't give you the mortgage for the entire sum. Maybe they will give you, depending on your country, maybe from 60 to 80% of as a maximum of the value of the property. Same way here, a domain name that is worth 2 Ether, they won't give you 2 Ether worth of loan capacity, but will maybe give you 1.5 or 1, right? But still you can use the domain. And so this is a very seminal concept because you can imagine doing this with other non-fungible tokens, beyond domain names. Right now it's just like the first case, but I thought it was very interesting. By the way, guys, if DeFi has to become useful for normal people, it needs to necessarily go, in my view, beyond the margin trading. So beyond the case where we swap tokens and we take loans just because we want to profit from a price increase. That's more of a trading perspective, which is great, but I think is will not be necessarily useful for the economy at large. So it needs to evolve past that. And I thought this is a good first example, a notable example. I'll put this link down below in the video if you guys want to deepen the your assessment of this case. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you guys are investing in Uniswap, just remind you, check out uniswaproi.com. is a platform where you guys can evaluate your investment, you track your yield, and see what you guys are doing with your investment. Also, you can choose what pools to invest in, what are the best liquidity pools. And that's it for today. I hope it was interesting to you guys. If it was, consider subscribe to the channel or give it a like so that other people can find the content. And until next time, have a great one, guys. Stay safe.